What's the deal, YouTube? It's your girl, Miss Honey. Okay, y'all. You know why I'm here. I mean, it's the moment we've all been waiting for. The season finale of Queen Sugar. Um, and I've been super hyped about it, not only for the last week, but today especially, so much so that I did a character analysis video for all my favorite characters. Well, all the main characters, because I have a lot of favorites. But so let me know down at the bottom if you guys saw that and what you thought about it. Um, I don't know, you guys. Tonight was a different kind of Queen Sugar for me. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, um, as you can see, I put on a formal face because, of course, it's a special occasion, and I'm channeling my inner Nova. Um, but let's get into this video because I want us to have maximum amount of time to really just pull it apart. I was here, y'all, from beginning to end, okay? Queen Sugar, Season 1, Episode 13, Season Finale. Give us this day. Scene opens up, shower scene, arms, legs, steam, beautiful black bodies, wet, glistening, rubbing up against each other. It's a hot scene, y'all, and I am here for it. It's Darla and Ralph Angel, y'all, in the shower, getting bucket. Next moment, we see Ralph Angel going to check on Blue. Okay, so we think Blue ain't don't know that y'all playing footsie. Okay, all right. Then we see Charlie. Charlie's at Davis's hotel room door. Remember last week she's called him to come down there 911 emergency because Micah supposedly was about to shoot the school up. She goes inside and she's talking to him. He needs his father, and time is limited, and that's what he's telling her. He's signing with New York at the end of the week. And, one more shot at that fifth ring. He just talking like he ain't a piece of boo-boo, and he hadn't destroyed his family and embarrassed them to boot. One more shot at that fifth ring, So you guys don't know Charlie. Charlie's got her game face on, okay? And she says, "I'm proud of you." And he's like, oh. I mean, I know I'm shoveling the boo-boo, but I can't believe you accepting the boo-boo that I'm shoveling. And she's on that long, shady boat ride into Butterville. I mean, and she is giving it to him. She is massaging all the egos and just, making him feel all special and needed and warm. I'm proud of you, and I've always been in your corner, and I'm your number one fan. And after she finishes baking that cake and getting it all frosted, she puts the cherry on the top by just giving him a light little touch on the arm. And he's like, oh. Charlie, these are the tangled webs that we weave when first we practice to deceive. Okay? Then she leaves Davis's hotel room. She calls Lena and she wanna talk to Lena about why is Davis signing at New York? Evidently you think I'm not dead as serious about exposing you and your husband in the bullcrap. Lena feels so self-satisfied. No, you're not gonna embarrass us like that. You're not gonna do it. First of all, you'll get sued for exposing, for the disclosure of it all. So, yeah, no. Charlie's like, you poor, poor dear. She said, I swatted a fly like you this morning. Okay, she is dead serious. Charlie told her, she said, um, baby, you don't know the half. She says, uh, I tell you what, when you explain to your husband what idiot you been, you okay? When I tell you the look on Lena's face, it just she went from to yeah. Next we see Too Sweet Nova and his cousin, and Too Sweet is leaving now. Remember, he's been exonerated thanks to Calvin of all wrongdoing, and he's going into Montgomery, Alabama. She's lined up a job there at a library, and she just gives him words of encouragement. He tells her, "I'm gonna make you proud," and she says, "I know." And she packs him up a little Mother Nature box. You know what I'm saying? Some beautiful succulents for his room, and some fresh fruit for the drive, and some seeds. Plant them somewhere. It'll give you pleasure to watch them grow. Um, First of all, y'all, Nova looks so beautiful in that jumper. Her hair was beautiful, her makeup was beautiful. This is a beautiful woman. And she's not heavily made up. Her beauty is coming from this real natural. Oh, Nova looked amazing. Amazing. Okay. And happy ending for Too Sweet sends him off on down the road. And I'm super glad about that because I don't know, I was feeling a little nervous about Too Sweet's ending. So it makes me feel good that he has a happy ending, and I hope it stays that way. So then we see Nova working way busy, looking just as beautiful as ever. And then she gets a phone call, "Hi, beautiful." And that's our man. That's Calvin. I love the way every time he calls her with a compliment. Hello, beautiful. Hello, gorgeous. So on and so forth. I like it. I like it a lot. So she lights up when she sees that it's him on the phone, and she is smiling and she's like, "It's my boo. It's my boo." So let's see, you know, and he says, "Are you writing? You're busy. I'll call you back." She says, "No, I'm busy, but I want to talk to you." Just or she says, he wants to hug her. He wants to kiss her. you know, and I don't know how they got to it, but anyway, he says, you want to hug me? Oh, that's what it is. You want to hug me? You want to kiss me?" She was like, "Well, no, because he's like, "Well, look outside." She looks outside. There he is. Oh, y'all, he is handsome. Okay. He's a good looking man. He is a good looking man. And, she gets up and goes outside, and there he is outside looking good. So she runs up to him, hugs him, and I mean, it is just like, ugh, mm, uh, oh, you know. Mm. And she's like, come inside. She wanted to come inside. Yeah. hmm And so he was like, no, I want things to be different this time. I was like, boy, if you don't say it, if you don't say it, I want things to be different this time. I want to do dinner, drinks, dancing, out in public. I want to do it right this time. And she said, yes. Yes, we can do that. She said, you ain't even got to ask. I hear you what you saying and I'm down with it. Yes. And so, mm, that was very romantic and very sweet. And I think ultimately this is why he's her number one love. He's the one for her because he adores her. He adores her. There's no doubt about it. He adores Nova. This white man adores this chocolate woman. And I think it's beautiful. Then we see Davis, Micah, and Charlie all sitting down. And you know, Davis is supposed to be talking to Micah about his behavior and just trying to rally Micah up and keep him from going up on the tower and shooting people down. And Charlie's sitting there like, because she is banking on this conversation going just as she has laid it out for Davis. She knows how Micah feels about Davis's behavior. She knows that she's told Micah the specifics, and she knows that he's already in a real tender place because he's seen her kissing Remy, and she knows that he's most upset about their relationship, um, hers and Davis's relationship breaking up. But she also knows that Davis doesn't know any of these things. And so she is taking Micah's teenage angst and Davis's uh, lack of knowledge about the situation, and she's putting it together, and she expects, and rightly so, or yeah, rightly so, it happens, in other words, that Micah goes hard in on Davis, and it's just like, oh, you're not this, you're not that, and you don't care, and you're not invested, and yada, yada, yada. And Davis is like, I'm trying. And he was like, no, you're not. You only think about yourself, whatever. Davis throw over that table. Micah slaps it hard to the ground. Bam! I don't care. I hate you, Daddy. I hate you. And she just sitting there like, yeah, I told you, you got to come here. You got to come there. So it's like this perfect moment because Michael's like, are you buying this? And she says, I'm not buying anything. I'm just hoping that, we can all just kind of. And Davis is like, you know what? Um, I'm trying to do this. And she's like, show us how much. In comes Frank. Next scene, what do we see? We see Frank, uh, Charlie, and Davis sitting down to talk. Frank lays it all out, and Davis, who is in the heat of this moment of trying to please his son and hopefully please his wife, um, agrees. Join the Stingers. Mike is watching it all play out from afar. Charlie feels like, boom, got it, got him. In this moment where she feels like she's successful, she sort of seals the deal by reaching over and touching Davis's hand, giving the impression to Frank and to Davis that they are a couple again. Tangled web, Charlie. Tangled web. Okay, that is called emotional pressure. Okay, and Davis didn't even see her coming. When I tell you she snuck up and stole him hard, he didn't even realize his lunch money was gone, baby. He didn't even realize. By the time he realized she had took his lunch money and his lunch, he was at home at that night for dinner. She got him. Okay, you guys, what do we see next? Charlie and Remy. Charlie's at home. Remy comes to the door. She brings him in. She sits him down. It's all very sexy. It's all very beautiful, people-esque. You know, he's sitting down and she's standing there. And they both have got these beautiful, warm colors on. And the sofa is a white or cream color. I mean, visually, it's beautiful and it's clean, and she's standing there before him and he's sitting down on the sofa and she says, this is no, she straddles him. Y'all know how I love a good straddling. She straddles him, tells him, this is my apology. This is your apology for breaking our first date. This is my apology for breaking our first date. He's all in for that apology. Oh yes. Why? I mean, it's a straddle. It's a straddle. It's kissing, mostly smacking, but that's the best kissing. And neck kissing. Beautiful woman, smells good, and a straddle. Of course, he accepts the apology. But Remy also needs an apology. Needs to apologize. He needs to be forgiven. He lets on that he has told Ralph Angel about the meal deal. Well, she gets off. Now, Ralph Angel already told y'all last episode that if it ain't Charlie way, if it ain't Charlie idea, it's a no go. It's no bueno in her eyes. She sits down on the table and she is, you know, I'm saying, closing the and locking the door and putting the gate up. He said, I'm sorry. It was a conversation. We were talking and he did a moment. She said, it wasn't your information to tell. I mean, how quickly she was able to shut off that affection that she was giving him. I don't like this Charlie. This Charlie here, I don't care for her. She is manipulative and controlling and she's not likable. This Charlie isn't likable. So she goes in and immediately begins to drag Ralph Angel. He's immature. He's not ready for this type of information. He can't process simple words. Ooh, that was disrespectful as heck, Charlie, and I don't like it. Remy tells her. He straightens her flat out. He tells her, you need to take another look at Ralph Angel. He's making very good decisions. He did a lot of research on those refrigerated trucks. And he's more than stepped up on the farm being hands on. You know, at that. That's my brother. I know my brother. Basically, she poo-pooed what Remy was telling her about Ralph Angel. And I just didn't think that was good. And she's like, this is my business. And you know, he said, look, you haven't even gotten the first harvest yet. You haven't even gotten the money yet for the first harvest. I mean, um, she's like, I don't you so you don't you so you saying no to the meal? You not supporting me in this whole meal thing? That's more manipulation. Okay. He says, wait a minute. Wait a minute. You think I don't support you? When I done pull together these farmers for an emergency meeting to meet with you, how about that? How about them apples? And she's like, oh, well, eat, oh. Okay, Charlie. Okay, Charlie. You think this ain't gonna circle back around to bite you in the A? Mm-hmm. Then we see Nova, Ralph Angel, and Charlie sitting down. They got their little caucus together. This is a very emotional scene for me because normally I take notes, but it was just so much being fired out. And basically, Ralph Angel was, and listen, he's telling the truth. So I do all the research. You don't even hear me out. You don't have hear nothing I got to say. Okay. And on top of all of that, you making arbitrary decisions and you don't even include us. So you just finna go off half cocked. Everything we gonna do is gonna be on your word. It's gonna be on your say so. How does that work? You don't tell me or no. And she utterly and completely in what I feel is an extremely aggressive manner. Now, see, she's been feeding this beast now for this is the second episode that she's been feeding this beast, this manipulative, underhanded, lying, do whatever it takes to get it done beast. And now she has no control over this beast. He is coming out of her mouth. She is spitting so much venom, and she has such an aggressive tone and body language with Ralph Angel that there is no resolution. There can't be because she's coming at him in such a dogged, aggressive way. And man, you know, Nova stands up. Nova says, absolutely, you were wrong. You shouldn't have taken this on without talking to Ralph Angel and myself. We don't appreciate it. You cannot do this, and it cannot happen again. That being said, I am super proud of you. Okay? Ralph Angel is like, I thought we had an alliance, Nova. I'm proud of you. It's ballsy. And it is exactly what we need to do. Remember, Nova, if you remember my character analysis, Nova is bold. Okay? She is bold. It goes hard. And this is a perfect example of Charlie being bold and Charlie going hard and saying, you know what? Here's an opportunity for us to own our own stuff. We never have to ask anybody else for anything again. We never have to be under anybody's control or say so again. Now, part of this is about cane sugar, and another part of this is about her and Davis and how she felt she was left feeling when Davis uh, knocked her feet out from under her with this whole sex scandal thing. Okay, all right. It's never about the cane sugar. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's about the cane sugar, but it's also about her proving something on a different level too. Yeah, Charlie's in this place, okay? And while Nova can respect it, when Ralph Angel begins to talk to Charlie and again, just tell her, it, why can't we just do it the way Daddy wanted to do it? Why can't we just bring in the harvest and take it to the mill and get the money and get this thing working and get it going the way Daddy did it? And Charlie says, well, we ain't gonna do it the way Daddy did it. We gonna do it better. Well, Nova sees that although she supports Charlie in making this ballsy move, she sees a little glimpse of monster Charlie, of manipulative Charlie, of you done gone too damn far, Charlie. She sees it. Discernment. That's what they call it. Okay. So, you know, Charlie says, we've got an emergency, uh, called an emergency caucus of the farmers, a community meeting, and you know, uh, hopefully they're going to be on board, and you'll see this is going to work, and so on and so forth. And Ralph Angel tells us it's just not about you. And he says, what happens if they don't side with you? What happens if you don't get them to do it? You know, and he tells her, good luck. Vi is watching it all go down. She in the kitchen. She watching it all go down. Ralph Angel tells her good luck and storms out. Vi catches him on the porch and wants to talk to him, and he don't want to talk about it. I don't want to hear a word about it on Vi. And she like, look, I don't, y'all gonna do whatever y'all want to do with that. I want to know about Hollywood. What's going on with Hollywood? Hollywood gone. Went back to the rigs. What? He this is for you. What is this? His divorce papers. That's why he was here. He didn't want to come to you without something to show you that proved that he loved you and he want to be with you, Aunt Vi. I need my wine for this part, y'all. I do. Okay, let's do it. What? Yeah, this is what he trying to tell you. Okay. Well, where is he now? He went back to St. Joseph. What? St. Joseph? Why on him? Yeah, he back on the rigs. Say he gonna get an apartment there, rent a place there, so he can have a place to stay when he come off the rig. I don't understand why he would do this. Why didn't he just tell me? He tried to tell you, but you wouldn't listen, Aunt Vi, and you peeled off and put dust all in his face as you peeled off. The final straw was when he saw you at the juke bumping and grinding on this dude. She calls Hollywood. He sees the call. Y'all, he looks so handsome. When he was touching his head with his long fingers, I was just like, he sees the call. He lets it roll. Lets it roll. Lets it roll. Then he answers. Oh, Hollywood. Yeah. So, oh, yeah. Um, can we talk? Hello, Vi. I mean, he ain't nasty. He is not nasty. He part of him glad to hear from her, and another part of him is like, I'm so tired. I'm so tired of chasing you. I don't want to fight. I don't want to go back and forth. I have had it. I have been in a marriage where I have fought and I've gone back and forth and dealt with the instability. I just want to be left peace. She can tell, well, yeah, yeah, can we talk? There's nothing left to say. Well, I'm sorry. I understand that I've had some trust issues, and I want to just, I want to fix it. He said, I tried to fix it. You ain't want that on back. I mean, you ain't want that back. Well, I mean, I just needed some time. Well, now I need time. And it's a part of me that's like, you tell her. You tell her, Hollywood. Ooh, get her. And it's another part of me that's like, y'all don't do this. Don't do this. Don't do this. Hollywood, we want to be together. Now let's just move forward. Please. Y'all don't break up. Please. Give her another chance. Same chance you wanted, Hollywood. Give her. Now I need time. He said, she said it was just a dance. Y'all, when he got choked up, it just made me love Hollywood that much more. He is the perfect boyfriend. She say, not gonna cry. She said, how long you gonna be on the rig for it? Y'all, he signed up for 6 months. 6 months. Imagine the pain he must be in. He must have been in that moment for him to sign up for 6 months out on a rig. Aunt Vi's like, no. Y'all, next we see Darla, Ralph Angel, and Azul, aka Blue. He mentions Miss Velez taught them the colors, I think, in Spanish. And they kid with him about, you know, calling him Azul instead of Blue now, since Azul is blue in Spanish. And Darla's like, well, should you be get ready? For the trust meeting, like she full on wife now, like she living there practically. She is there. They're like they a family again. Y'all, there's something about her. I don't know. I said I wasn't gonna do that no more. I said I wasn't gonna talk about Dollar no more. So let's move forward. He said, no, I ain't going to this meeting. Um, Charlie don't respect me. This whole pity party. This the kind of stuff that pissing me off about these siblings because we know how hard the family fought. If you don't respect me, it's not about respect. Ralph Angel, respect yourself. The way she said it wasn't uplifting at all. And I'm gonna tell you this. Let me say this. If Darla had have turned that thing around last episode when he was going off about Charlie, if she had said just hear her out and then let her know how you feel. Let her know your ideas are valid too. Just communicate with her. Just talk with your sisters. If she had done that, that meeting that they had would have went differently. I promise you it would have went differently because obviously she has a bit of influence on him and it would have been at the forefront of his mind. Instead, at the forefront of his mind was you the king, you the supreme ruler, and they ought to bow down to you. She could have talked him into more teamwork. And I'm not saying talked him into siding with Charlie, but talked him into speaking and communicating better, not going into this whole thing thinking, I'm right, you wrong, or you wrong and I'm right. Okay? And here again, you've already set this man um, to anger against his siblings. But now, here again, you're saying, it's not about her respecting you. Respect yourself. And doesn't it sound empowering? Doesn't it sound like she's encouraging him to go and make decisions to um to be strong and participate? And no, it to me it sounds like she is leading him in a direction of dissension. To me, that's all I'm saying. To me. And, you know, she says he says you always know what to say. She said, well, you know, I love you. He says, I love you too. I'm like, if y'all don't go ahead with this bull, this frackanackle, we see them at the meeting. Um, Charlie talks about the collaboration. She lays it all down on the line. She talks about the risk. I know I'm an outsider. She, invites them to give advice. Talks about the 5%. She gonna pay the penalty fee. She gives them an empowering speech. talks about our ancestors, and now it's time for us to own something. And she does what she's really, really good at, which is negotiating and selling the service. Selling the service. And they all in. I'm tired of, yeah, they all in. They decide they gonna come all in together with her. Afterwards, now when she was selling it and telling it, Remy was sitting there. I was really looking for him to feel, just seem a little bit more proud and impressed with her, but I wasn't getting that feeling from him. I got the feeling that he was looking at her in a very attractive way, but not necessarily in a way like, um, yeah, I'm proud of you. 100. This is great. I don't know. I just didn't get that from Remy. But later on, we see Remy and Charlie about to get in the car. And she says, I would say to you, my place is yours, but I don't have a place. So he's like, well, I guess it's going to be my place then. Now, this is what we wanted. This is what I wanted, was to see them embroiled in a fit of passion. But I knew it wasn't going to happen. I already knew it wasn't going to happen because these are the tangled webs we weave. They go to kiss. She get a phone call. It's David. She take the phone call. I need to take this, and walks off like half a foot, just enough for Remy to hear everything that's going on. It's Davis. He needs to talk to her before I sign on the dotted line. I need to talk to you and just make sure that what I'm feeling is the same thing you feeling. I want to be sure. You know what he calling her for? You touch my arm. You touch my hand. You seem like you want to be with me. So that must mean you gonna give me some. And she's like, I don't. Just he's like, well, you do want to be with me, don't you? You do want to. Well, I mean, it's not off the table. Remy hear all of this. Okay, okay. This the tangle web you weave. Now it's time to pay the piper, right? Okay. Now all bets are being called in. Now you got to be ready to cash a check that your mouth done wrote, Charlie. Let's do it. She goes back over to Remy and was like, I could always come over afterwards later, or you think he gonna manipulate everybody, Charlie? You think everybody gonna fall for the bull? Huh? He tells her no. That's okay. No. It's not okay at all. And he walks off. Now don't you feel like an idiot. You gonna set fire to a good thing. Next we see Charlie taking a slow walk down a long hallway. Now she got tears in her eyes because she already know this is decision making time. Are you gonna dance with the devil by the pale moonlight? You gonna straight up and sell your soul, or you gonna decide to pull out before you destroy the good thing that you got going on with Remy? An opportunity to have real love and a real relationship. So she gets in there and he is so lecherous. Ooh, and handsy. And he is just reaching all over. And she is just like, I am going to puke. Walks off. He's like, I knew it. Well, of course, if you don't want to have sex with me, you must be lying. It's. So she goes over to the window. She just looking. He just going on and on. I knew it. I know you like the back of my hand. I don't even understand what your goal is. I try to figure you out, but you always 5 steps ahead. She just sitting there looking out at the city. And so it's a moment of clarity. It just comes to her. Okay. She can do it. She can threaten. She can blackmail. She can, be ruthless and manipulate. But one thing she cannot do is lay up under this man tonight. She cannot, because she hasn't really even had the full opportunity to cuss him all the way out. for his behavior, for destroying their relationship and they possibly their family. And she just gets to this place where she just becomes zen. And she walks over to him and she just tells him, how did we get here? She said, I loved you so much. You were my sun and moon and stars and rain and everything. She said, but now you're an old man playing a young man's game. And you don't even realize how people laughing at you. You don't even realize you the butt of jokes. The look on his face is shame. Because while he was busy being a coward, cussing her out, she's saying, because when she was at the window, she was like, do it for Micah. Don't come to the stingers for me. Do it for Micah. And I can't. He doesn't want to be with me. He doesn't want to be me to be his father. He's better off with you. He's better off with the family. He's a coward. He's a coward. He's yellow. That's when she tells him. How did we get here? He's ashamed. She walks out. Next thing we know, we see her walking into the strip club. And his women is bumping and grinding and dancing. We look over and we see Felix. This Lena's husband. Okay. The woman she was gonna blackmail. And I give it to her. She is ballsy. She's gotta make this work. She gotta make this work. She don't have no intentions on sleeping with David, so she gotta make this work. She walks up to him. Your wife think I'm gonna call a bluff. I'm assuming you know about this, and he's like, I ain't going to the stingers. I'm gonna tell you that now. And she's like, this is what we gonna do. We gonna ask Keisha and Tanya and Linda and Jackie and Sue, who you don't know them by their real names. Maybe you know them as Coconut Spicy, Honey Brown, Peanut and Iced Tea. He's like, And she tells him that Melina Galudian has given her all of this information. And she's talked to all of them. She said, it may be against Melina Galudian's deal to talk about what went on, but these women have agreed to talk about it and expose you and ruin your whole career. Okay? So what you gonna do is you gonna go to New York and tell them that you won't sign if they take Davis. He did sign it. And you gonna give me $5 million to boot. $5 million? I don't have it. No, we know you got it. Make it happen. Okay? All right. I'll send you the information of where to wire the money. His face is so cracked and shattered. One, she found him at the strip club, so you already know she is not playing with you. And two, yeah, she the real deal. Okay, this is why they tell y'all women have destroyed kingdoms. I wouldn't want to be on her bad side. Okay, then we see Charlie back at her hotel. She gets a call from Frank, and he's super excited. He congratulates her. She congratulates him. Seems that Davis has signed, and she wants $5 million. That's part of her deal. She wants $4 million for herself and $1 million to go to the sex workers charity. And she tells him, listen, best thing for you to do is not to sell Davis as a family man. That's not going to happen. Instead, sell him as a bad boy. Gets off. And she wrapping up all the loose ends. She wrapping them up. And he's supposed to put the $1 million in Melina Galudian's name. It's date night, y'all. They out. Calvin and Nova. They dancing. All close. So they at the bar. They kissing. You know, nuzzling. You know, Eskimo kisses. Up walks somebody that knows Calvin. It's somebody from his team. He's like, who is this beautiful woman you're with? Hello, beautiful. And she's like, thank you. And he's like, what is your name? And she's like, Nova Bordelon. He's like, bitch, I know you. You that woman is trying to destroy police officers. And Calvin is like, wait now, let me just, and you know, and ooh, Nova is, I mean, all of the air sucked out of her lungs, you know, because he held her hand, he just dropped it. And then he goes into this insult assault. Calvin's trying to tell him, no, now this is not, I heard you left your wife for a nice piece, but I didn't know it was, this piece. And at this moment, Nova turns and leans against the bar because she like, I know this is not trying it tonight. And when she turns, he reaches up under her dress and cups her bottom. And, of course, she spins and Calvin grabs him and he beats him up good. And Calvin's mouth is bleeding. And this guy, you betray your wife. That's one thing, but you betray the brothers, the brotherhood. How dare you? I mean, to go in a matter of 15 to 20 seconds from this really happy, blissful, loving place to this place of violence and chaos and vulgarity and egregious violating behavior. She's devastated. She is devastated. Then we see Darla and Ralph Angel. Darla's trying to get something down out of the closet. What we don't even freaking know. I mean, why is Darla even in the closet? She's going to get something out the closet. And can you help me, please, honey bunny? He comes, what is it? What can I help you with? I can't get this down because this is in the way. Now, the box is like this big, okay? And it's locked. What is this? Now, what did she go in there to get? Do we know? What was this little ass box blocking exactly? He gets it down. It's locked. I don't have a key. Next thing you know, he's going to get some wire cutters, cuts the lock on the box, opens the box. It's a lot of different things in there, pictures and such and whatnot. We don't even know what that is. And pulls out a letter. The letter has his name on it. Dollar standing right there. Dollar listening. Raph ain't just reading it. Oh, it's in Pop's handwriting. Okay. He's clearing up our thoughts now because they already know we thinking Dollar done planted a letter, and I was thinking it, but he ought to know his daddy's handwriting, right? It's in Pop's handwriting. My dearest children, Ralph Angel is reading it aloud. Um, he wrote this a couple of months ago. Huh. It's revised last will. Where are your sisters? Where are your sisters? Okay, I know it had your name on it, but where are your sisters? It's the beginning of the divide, you know. I, he reads it and his voice changes and it becomes his father's voice. And I think at the moment that it became his father's voice, to me that was more confirmation that this was really a letter that his father wrote. And you guys, I was mixed with emotion. First of all, I was pissed off with his father. Y'all know I love Papa Bordelon. I had a slight crush on him. But I was pissed off. Why is it in a box locked in the back of your closet? Why you give it to Aunt Vi? Well, if you reading this, I'm gone. I was hoping I could read it to you in person, and this is to revoke everything from the other will. Like, what the really? Fuck yeah. Anyway, Papa Bordelon tells him that he's leaving all of the land, all 800 acres, to Ralph Angel. And he tells him, "You're more than you think you are, and this land is yours to prove that." Never forget you're better than you think you are. Never forget that you're smarter than you think. Never forget that you are stronger than you think. How do you argue with these words? It is everything that Ralph Angel needs to hear. It is. It's everything he needs to hear. To a certain extent, it's what Darla has been telling him. What does this mean, guys? What does this mean? What does it mean for the siblings? What does it mean for the unity of the siblings? What does it mean for the Bordelon family? This will changes everything. As Papa Bordelon is reading further, and we see it cut to Nova. Nova is uh, smelling Calvin's shirt and crying. She is realizing that this relationship is all that she wants, but how can they have it? What can they do? How it will he's gonna give up his what he's giving up his wife now. She just want to be in love. She just want to be in comfort. with her man. We see Charlie at the meal, standing at the meal. She love, she really, really like Remy, but her new man is that meal. She is invested, okay? And she has invested not only her blood, sweat, and tears, but the blood, sweat, and tears of others. She is prepared to lay waste to whoever stands in her place. And she writes in the dirt, Queen Sugar stands up in the shadow of this huge rusted out meal. She all in, y'all. Ralph Angel's gonna have a fight on his hand this second season. And it's gonna be bad. Um he Papa Bordelon wants Ralph Angel to take the land, to take the family home, make a family for himself, raise the cane, and stalk by stalk do right. I know you can do this. Pops. Ralph Angel looks out over the land, and that's where this season ends. You guys, what the flock? Okay, I need to hear something from y'all. Tell me what you think. Tell me how you feel about this episode. Tell me, what's, I mean, Ava and Oprah think they're gonna make me read this book, but I ain't reading that book. I am not going to spoil this series for myself. I am not reading the book. I'm going to wait like a civilized person for the next season to come out. Okay? So I can be properly devastated. So I can be properly shocked and amazed. Okay? Episode was good. Tell me what you think. Can't wait to hear. Until next time, honeybees, I'll holla.